Guys and dolls, Freedom Dad and Tulip here. We're just in from a walk, and just gonna put this video up. And just gotta be careful what I say in the first couple of minutes of the video. So try and push this out a wee bit because I just want to get the video up and then have a wee chat about it. You know what I mean? But I want you to look. Basically, everything's there for you, right? So you might need to watch it a few times before you carry on with the rest of this video. So it's gonna come up. I want you to watch it and understand what's going on. So I don't have to cut in and break in and say, look, see there. You should see it. You'll see the police officer walked in the back. You'll see her cut in. You'll see her face to face with the masked man at the front, and then it all kicks off. And then one of the masked men ends up next to one of the chiefs. So he's clearly a police officer. What purpose was he doing there? God only knows. You can come to your own conclusions, and I will come to my conclusion at the end of this video. But it's these kind of things need addressed, and they're just doing these things, and it's very, very suspicious, And I'd be interested to hear other outside the box ideas of what's actually going on here. Why at that moment did she go in there and they kicked off? Because if it was just a matter of her going in to bring out an undercover, she needed to create some sort of thingy for him to be arrested so they could pull him out. Fair enough, but that started the riot off. You understand? Nothing kicked off until then. And then people are going to say then, well, if she hadn't done it, somebody else would have done it. That's not the point. You know what I mean? What's going on? Answers need to be brought forward with this. I don't know how far this will go. You know what I mean? Obviously other YouTubers need to get on to it and whatnot, but So here it is. Okay, guys. So I'm quite sure you've watched it a few times now, and so let's see what I picked up. It looks like to me that she comes in and he spits in her face because his head goes forward, her head goes back, and at that same time, all the police move at once. Because that's the reaction the police would do. If somebody spat in a policewoman's face, that's the reaction. They go in hard, the rest of the guys go in hard, bump, up it goes. It would take something like that. I don't know. What do you think? Have another look at it and watch his head going in. Remember, it's slow-mo. So his head goes like that. She goes like that. There was no contact, so it had to be a spit. And then we find him or one of them two guys that were masked up standing next to the chief at the end. Now, I'm not going to go into it, there's wiser men and bigger men than me that can look into this properly. I'm just bringing it to your attention to share and make it aware. Going forward, be careful for this. Let's not get caught up in this carry on by letting the police come in dressed up as masked hooligans and creating things like that and start. Because what else have they done before that? What else have they done to create the atmosphere? Because obviously they're there to create an atmosphere. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's another reason. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. They're just my opinions of what I see. God bless.